there, do you know how crazy it is that it's been 2 whole years since the last time I was in high school? I mean, it's crazy. It looks like it's been yesterday, bro. It's been 2 whole years. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I mean, how the fuck has life gone so fast and I've accomplished nothing since the last time I left high school? I mean, it's crazy. You know what? I mean, subscribe and I'll consider it as an achievement, Yeah. Anyway, guys, as I remembered about school, one of the things that we used to do after every meal was running to class. That's probably one of the dumbest thing you could ever do. How do you run after eating? You mean after eating you should sleep, chill, do nothing, just wait for the food, to digest and that. But we had to run to class. I mean, that was one of the dumbest thing ever that we did when I was in high school. And speaking of dumb things, let's look at more pointless things we do in schools.
This year, the genius lawmakers in Texas had the brilliant idea to completely ban phones in school. Of all the useless...
You guys go to school with phones. We don't. I mean, we don't.
rules that we have to follow in school, this one might actually take the cake. Personal telecommunication devices may not be used at any time during the school day. This includes classrooms, passing periods, restrooms, at lunch, or in any other common areas on campus.
Oh, campus, okay, campus at school, you have a phone. But high school, we didn't have phones in high school. I mean, I see you guys with phones in high school, and that's cool. We didn't. I mean, oh my god. I mean, oh my god. We experienced one of the most painful moments in high school. I mean, fuck.
Basically, get ready to bring your PSPs, 3DSs, Game Boys, and of course, your game.coms to school. Bro, what is that? My mom teaches high school, and she was telling me the other day how she supported the ban, saying that phones are a distraction. I was like, Mom, banning phones isn't gonna magically make students start paying attention. Kids who don't want to pay attention are always going to find ways to distract themselves. You know how I know that? Because I was one of those kids. Back when I was in middle school in the ancient year of 2018, my school instituted a phone ban because the students in my...
Oh my god, do you know it's been 10 years? No, it's not 10. 2018, 2026. It's been... Oh my god. How is my math so bad? It's been 8 years. Oh my god. Damn.
Bruh. School were scoring the lowest of any middle school in the district on average. Yeah, it was pretty ghetto. But the administrators thought if we ban phones, they'll have nothing left to do but pay attention in their classes. Now, back in middle school, I never paid attention in class. Not because I was a bad student, but because I was one of the few good students in my grade. But the material was so boring and stuff that I already knew that I'd rather be playing Jetpack Joyride on my phone or sending dog filter Snapchats to my friends.
Wait, do you remember these Snapchat filters? Oh my god, these things were crazy at the moment. When they just came out, I was like, oh my god, these things were rocking. Too bad I didn't have a phone, so I was just borrowing phones and using other people's phones to use these Snapchat filters.
Then relearn the Pythagorean theorem for the 40th time.
Damn. Oh my god, I remember oh my god, I was so bad at maths. I was just failing straight D's.
But after the phone ban came, no more Jetpack Joyride, no more dog filters. I had to sit in class as my teacher droned on in the front. Have you ever gotten so genuinely bored that you start tearing up? That happened to me multiple times after the ban, listening to these mundane concepts that I already knew. And the dumbest part is, all of the bad students didn't magically start paying attention and getting A's. They just became more disruptive in class and started acting out more because they didn't have their phone to keep them occupied.
Exactly.
It was literally a loss for everyone. Luckily, once I got to high school, I was free from that stupidity, but this year, it's back for everyone. I was at the gym the other day talking to a guy who goes to the high school.
I thought all this was in high school. Wait, even in middle school, you guys use phones? Oh my, you're the most blessed people. You're the most gifted. Bro.
school I graduated from about the phone ban, and he was telling me that it sucks. He says that school is way more boring and isolating now because he can't communicate with his friends unless they're literally in the same vicinity of him. Also, everyone just goes to their cars during lunch so they can finally go on their phones. Is that really better than the way that it was before? I mean, I don't disagree that phones can be distracting in school, but I think outright banning them from campus doesn't fix anything for students or teachers. Banning phones makes almost as little sense as super soaker attack drills, if you catch my drift. First off, the fact
I'm
that
so lost. Oh my god. How bad am I at these things? I'm so lost.
these even exist is insane to me. Super soaker attacks have gotten so prevalent in school that we literally need a drill for it, yet lawmakers think banning phones is a bigger priority. But the drills themselves are literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh, someone has a super soaker on campus. Let's all hide in the same corner of the classroom. That way, when they burst through the door, we can make it easy for them. Listen, I'm not telling you what to do, but if someone brought a super soaker to campus when I was in school, I am booking it off campus as quickly as possible, preferably with 2 or 3 of my homies. That way we have a fighting chance if we run into the guy. I am not sticking around in a campus being target practice in the corner of a room. The weird thing is, the longer I was in school, the more I felt like a super soaker attack was a
Wait, I mean, comment with a with a pitch emoji or anything, because how the fuck don't I know what a super soaker is? I have no idea what the hell that is. If you also don't know, man, we are brothers, or yeah.
real possibility. Like my senior year, it got to the point
bro.
where I was like, okay, just gotta make it to October. Okay, now it's October, just make it to January. Okay, now that's January, like please let me just make it to March. And eventually it was just, okay, please let me make it to the end of graduation and I'm free. And even at the graduation ceremony, I was looking around like, please God, let me survive this. I want to make out with at least one girl in a college dorm before I die. And I
Damn.
survived and proceeded to make out with a girl in a college dorm, so appreciate that, G. But yeah, the drills, they gotta go. They're clearly there to give off the illusion of safety without accomplishing anything. Just like wearing ID badges, they started enforcing this sometime when I was in high school, and it literally might be the most useless thing we were
Don't tell me this. Do you know how those ID pictures suck? I mean, these ID pictures look so bad because when that camera operator is taking a picture of it so that they can generate those IDs, it's just like pose. You're damn serious. You're like, oh yeah. When you go to pose, like tilt your head, like, oh my god, I hated my ID picture, bro.
ever forced to do. Teachers were like, we need to identify everyone on campus in case of an event of danger. And it's like,
What?
bitch, what is the ID gonna do to stop anything?
Yeah.
The only thing wearing IDs accomplished was ruining every fit you wore and being hella itchy around your neck. Plus, whatever printer they used to make our IDs was the most incompetent piece of technology ever.
Exactly,
because
bro,
everyone who had
exactly.
brown skin just turned out orange, and I was out here getting roasted by my friends cause this racist broken ass machine. I can't think of a single legitimate argument for enforcing IDs other than giving students a tool to cut up their Kool-Aid with whenever they snort it. Being forced to wear IDs annoyed me a little bit, but it was nothing compared to taking final exams.
Oh my god, there's nothing worse than exams. I mean, I did my exams, I passed. Die. Who didn't pass? Oh my god. Anyways, I hated exams so much because you must read because you're taking your grades home. So the fuck you have to read. I really hated exams.
I'm in university now, and final exams make sense for college courses because
Oh, you do exams in university? I dropped out, so I have no idea. Oh my god.
the entire course is based around like 3 exams. But back in high school, it felt like it was just this AIDS monster that was hanging over you the entire semester. Like, I would do so much work on the in-class assignments, homework, quizzes, tests throughout the semester, but then 20% of my grade would be the final exam. So if you bombed that test, your grade could go from a 97 to an 85 real quick. The worst was in classes like history and psychology that were all all memorizing terms and dates, cause whenever we took the unit tests, I would spend the entire night before cramming, memorizing as many terms as possible, take the test,
Yeah.
and then forget everything immediately. Because that's how
Exactly. That's we have the same genes here, bro. Like I was cramming everything a night before the exam. Let's say it's a history exam. Oh, I was cramming the whole textbook. The whole night grinding, cramming. After the exam, I was forgetting everything that I just crammed. Oh my god! I mean, we could, right?
those tests are set up. They're not tests of understanding, they're tests of memorization. So by the time the final exams came around, I would essentially have to relearn everything by myself in the days leading up to it. Crash Course History came in clutch more times than I can remember. The worst part is final exams are a district policy because I had a friend who lived the city over and he didn't have to do any
Wait, what are these guys eating? These are eggs. Rice and eggs. Oh my god.
Friend who lived the city over and he didn't have to do any final exams throughout high school at all. All y'all from Frisco, Texas, first off, some of you are actual degens, I'm not gonna lie. And second off, you don't realize how lucky you were that you didn't have to do final exams in high school. That was just a looming pressure that was constantly there in the back of my mind. The only time I didn't take final exams was second semester of my senior year because there was this policy where any senior who had above an 85 in an AP class was exempt from taking the exam. But it's not like
damn. Who came up with these rules? Because I never found them. Like, you can't do an exam because you had like an 85 and above and you're cool, you have a pass off, not doing the other people. I mean, why were the rules not applying to me, bro? I was doing literally every exam. Oh my god.
We could go home or hang out with our friends. Everyone who was exempt from the exam had to sit in the gym during the time period that they would be taking the exam, which made literally no sense. But on the last day of school during my senior year, when they finally let us out of the gym, me and my friends and some other students all went to Krispy Kreme because they had this
dude. Why you not eating in
special
school?
Where they were giving out a free dozen donuts to every graduating student. Shout out to Krispy Kreme for that. That's a big G move.
Man.
So we all went to Krispy Kreme and the workers were handing out donuts to all of us. And then one of the kids in our group, and for some reason I will always remember this, he walks up to the counter and says,
dude, do you remember like actually other than this video, do you remember these playing right here? I mean, I love these videos.
"Don't you want to check my ID to make sure that I'm actually graduating?" And then he pulls out his school ID and shows it to the worker without them even asking. Something about that really ticked me off, and for whatever reason, I still frequently think about it. Anyways, those were some annoying school rules that I had to follow. I'm sure your schools have some really pointless ones that you have to follow as well, so let me know in the comments. Also, make sure...
Well, listen up. I mean, let me give you some of the rules that we had to follow. You must do the exams. That's rule 1. I mean, I don't get these passes that you guys get. Like, how the fuck do you have a pass of not doing an exam just because you got an 85 and above or a 90 or whatever? Even if you get 100, bro, you are still doing the exam. I mean, that's one of the craziest rules that we had during my time because, I mean, I'm done with that shit. It's like it's been 2 whole years since I read a book. First of all, in the next video I'm reading a book. Yeah, I mean, it's been going all over. Everyone is reading a book right now. I mean, I don't get it, but I'll try to read a book in one of my upcoming videos. So make sure you like and subscribe this video right now, and you know, let me know. I need all of you to yap on my comments. I need to hear. Let me know that if you had some badass, like some crazy ass school rules that were just like, what the fuck is this rule? Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed watching that video. I mean, yeah, obviously you did, huh? Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Subscribe, like, and bye. Peace.